What do you do when you find out your new house has a creepy secret? One Reddit user found out the hard way. I was looking for houses with my real estate agent because I was getting tired of renting. We went out to this one house in the middle of nowhere. It was a beautiful log cabin, very secluded. But when we got inside, it smelled musty and like old waste. The real estate agent said that the owners had recently passed away, and that's probably why it smelled. I should have listened to my gut. Something was off about that house. I could feel it in my bones. But I was young and stupid, and I really wanted that house. So I made an offer, and much to my surprise, it was accepted. A few weeks later, after the transfer of ownership was finalized, I moved into the house by myself. That night, I woke up to what sounded like screams in the forest. Big guttural screams. Obviously, I was freaked out sitting in my bed not knowing what was out there. In the morning after, of course, not sleeping at all, I went out back to try to find the source of the noise. I found a bunch of animal bones and some big paw prints. I figured it was a bear or something. Fast forward a few months and I'm sitting in my bed again and I hear those same screams. I get up again and go out back. This time I bring a gun with me. I hear the scream and I see two glowing eyes in the trees. I shoot at the eyes and they disappear. I never saw whatever it was again. And to this day, I don't know what that thing was. It didn't sound like a bear or a mountain lion or anything. Yeah, rightfully so. Glad you got out of that situation okay. Well, let's move on to another terrifying tale. When I was in the army, my unit and I were tasked with guarding the perimeter of a small village in the mountains of Afghanistan. Our orders were to shoot anything that moved outside the wire. One night while we were on patrol, we heard movement in the trees. As we got closer to the sound, we started to see thousands of little pebbles being thrown from the trees into the street. My buddies and I started freaking out and ran back to the safety of our little outpost. We spent the rest of the night sitting in the outpost, staring into the darkness, waiting for whatever was out there to attack us. Needless to say, none of us slept that night. We called in the big guns, and they found out that it was just a group of kids playing. Yeah, wow. That is one scary story. I can't believe that. Whoever was doing that must have been trying to scare the hell out of you guys. Glad it ended up being just some kids, though. Well, let's keep going. My cousin was hiking in the woods with her two dogs when she came across a clearing. In the middle of the clearing was a pentagram, and all around the pentagram were hundreds of little pebbles that were lined up perfectly in a circle. She didn't know what to make of it, and she was too scared to go any closer. She turned and ran, but as she was running, she heard footsteps behind her. She started to run faster, and the footsteps started to get louder. She could hear heavy breathing as well. She didn't dare look back. And after what felt like hours, she finally made it back to her car. To this day, she doesn't know what was out there in the woods. Well, folks, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed these terrifying tales. If you did, be sure to stay tuned for more content. And until next time, stay safe out there.